Yo, what's up guys? My name is Blackybear and today we have got an epic day and I wanted to make a progression video, but actually right now I got so many good pulls on my summoning session that everything changes. Also the Yuki, the new monster from World Boss, is out and that changes a lot as well. So today I just want to go over my units, not exactly all runes, but just the units I'm working on and what my progression plan is. And then after I've figured out my new teams, I will show you guys those. And I will show you some of the teams I've been using, but currently, for example, I don't really have a Colossus or Leviathan team that I've been using. I did some Hydra, I will show you that team. I did Lair, obviously, I will show you those teams. Um, and we're just gonna go overall, try to keep it clean and nice. I don't want to make it 40-minute video, so first off, let's go for World Boss. Let's start with that. World Boss, I am at 12 attacks right now, and I think with the new summons I got today and the new 6 stars I could be able to make today because I had waited and saved up to make more 6 stars for today's summoning session. I will be hitting my 13 attack. Pretty sure, not 100%, but we have to do some more farming in order to do that. But I'm pretty sure we are doing that. We unlocked Yuki. I will make another video about Yuki. We will quickly go over Yuki right now, so you have a kind of an idea, but it's not part of the video. So Yuki is actually my main, so if you are in Europe and you do have me as a friend, you can test her out. And she's kind of like an awesome unit. Really flexible, you can use anything on her you want. So if you go to skills, let's go to skill tree. Here you can see I got the first skill of Monk, I got the first skill of the Pirate Captain, I got the second skill of Phantom Move, but also the Energy Spores passive from the Spore, because they're actually pretty good. I got the last skill of the Dead, Angel of That, I got one of the Ogre, I got one of the Vampire, sorry, the Demonic Swordsman I mean. And I had a crit lead because he's currently chaotic, just because I wanted to grab him a crit lead because his crit was relatively low. So one thing to note, you can basically keep on adding skills, it doesn't really matter. I don't know where it ends, but you can at least, if it would only be this part, it would be at least 4, 8, 12 skills. I think it will just get a scroll bar next. I think it goes until the end, but we don't know yet. Nobody knows yet. That's something we will find out, but you're pretty safe to sacrifice some units. Leveling up the skills costs those tokens, so you will need a lot of those tokens still to max out the skills, so you have to kind of focus on what skills you want and where you're going to use them. I build them on Flame Pole, Phantom Wolf Dance, and currently the passive of Angel of That. I want to switch that to Endless E because if you hit multiple targets, you will get more energy, and basically with this maxed out, it would be infinite turns for the Yuki, if I'm correct. However, that's now not skilled up, so I'll stick with this passive for now. Um, Sanctification is possible. If you max them out, you just need 200 of those tokens, and then you can sanctify her, which is awesome. Her base stats are quite bad in terms of attack. For the rest, it's just okay, but attack is really low. If you go to conversion stat, we can actually convert stats. So we can actually 15 HP to 1 attack, and then we have 1 defense to attack, so we can actually get her higher up. I don't know if it's a max. There are some stats showing here that kind of shows a match. So what I think, if I can go up to 180 total, which would be kind of bad because it's really low. So I hope it would be higher, but that's how it is right now. So it's good to know. You can actually tend her to your liking. I just throwed some runes on her. They're not bad, it's just conflict, but it's not something amazing. So what am I working on currently? I pulled a ton of good units today. We got Master Tower, which is awesome. He will be one of the units I will use in Hydra, so I will have to incorporate him into my Hydra team. We got the Bone King, which I'm very, very happy about. He is such a good unit. I throwed some runes on him with Destruction, which are relatively good, but they can definitely be better. We also pulled the Shaman, which I was very happy about. I don't have skill ups on him yet. And we pulled a second Master Tower, a second Arcanist, and a second Shaman. So they will all be sanctified except the Bone King. Thorn Spirit, I also made her 6-star because I needed an extra one. And I thought her skills are very interesting, so I want to use her and see if I can make some fun teams around this, because this skill links everyone, which is very interesting. When everything is linked, you have a lot of health. So yeah, that's why I made her. So working on these three right now. And for the Arcanist, we can actually go onto the Arcanist. There we go. Right now, she's on quite some attack already. And we can go Sanctifier. Oh, we have to unlock her, obviously. Unlock. Let's go and feed her this unit. Yeah. Bam. And we'll just use Fearless for now because she's not being used anywhere else. Oh, look at that attack. 2229. Crazy. Is he on a... She's on a crit damage rune even. If with a high attack. Nice. She will do very well in my world boss now. So, arena wise, I have been able to get rank 5 in the normal arena and rank 1 in Apex arena. Totem wise, I got level 1 HP, level 2 attack, level 5 speed. I actually stopped making speed because you need so much coins, and I figured out that the crit damage is actually better, so I went to the crit damage because this is 3% crit damage, while this is just 1% speed. It's not bad, it's just that I wanted to get the crit damage maxed out first. Also, a thing to note is I actually own a ton of conversion stones. I'm gonna shut down my Discord because the bleeping is making me loco. Okay, close that down. Discord was making me crazy. But if we go onto a unit, let's just doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I just need a unit that I can't really convert. There we go. I got 1052 now. So that's 3 units already, 3.5 units already. But I don't have any net 5s that I want to convert per se. I must say, there are quite some units that I might want to convert. For example, maybe an Abyss Lord, because I built 2. Oh shit, I didn't want to make you my... Let's go back to Yuki. Maybe Abyss Lord is something I could swap out, because he's very good, don't get me wrong, but I don't use him anywhere, and except for Spire. But at the start I needed him kinda to make him for my dungeon teams, but now I don't. To go into the dungeon teams right away, if we go to Colossus, I did not have a Colossus team. So what I did before was I had my Dialord from pretty much the beginning. So basically my teams were this and then something extra, but I did pull the Garuda, so I pulled him in. Yep. And then this is my team, or has been my team. yeah, so let's run this. This was the team that I used, but obviously right now I have a Bone King, I have a Shaman, I have an Archmage. I can make a really like a 10, okay, let's say a 20-second team without too much troubles now. Before I had really had a trouble with that because I wasn't able to do it because you kind of need the Shaman for it. And now I can, so that's what I will work on to get all my speed teams set up. But this is how I did it before. Um, and yeah, you can understand it works, but it's not the fastest way to do it, right? But this is what I've been using for ages. But I didn't farm C12, so it wasn't necessary. Same for L12, I didn't really farm L12 either. I used the same team except I needed a healer there. So instead of Garuda, I have any type of healer. I think I use Jungle Art there. And for Hydra, I actually have a different team. So I will show you guys that team after this run. Okay, we're at the boss. There we go. The good thing about this team is that it's very safe. The bad thing about this team that it's relatively slow. Now we counter, so we get all things back. And we burn him down even more. She should do decent damage. I don't know if I have him on the right skills right now, the Garuda. But as you can see, he's all burned up, and as soon as he goes, he drops. I take a bit of damage, but most of my units can survive it except the Garuda because he's built on full DPS. Yuki takes him down. I actually, as you see, I had a quicker time, but it was unreliable. It was with double Archmage and all that. But that's how I run C12 when I had to. For Leviathan, I did pretty much the same. Right now I don't have the team in. For Hydra though, I did run a different team, and that was this. Hello. Leg. She was on that skill. He is on this passive. You might wonder why, because this doesn't do damage on a boss because of Hydra that is not affected by HP type of damage, but this does a lot of damage, and he's sanctified, so. And this guy is on Rolling Thunder, which is pretty good for a single target effect. And this is how I ran Hydra. Obviously, this whole team is gonna go in a different direction because I got the Master Teo now, which will be very beneficial here. And I think the use of Yuki here would also be very beneficial to make this a very quick team. We have to wait and see how it's gonna turn out because I haven't really figured out what I will do, but everything is gonna definitely change. And after this we'll go into Lair, and I'll show you all the Lair teams I've been using. Also those teams will change. The biggest change will be Bone Kings. Bone King will be into most of the teams. So this is actually a very slow run right now because they didn't kill the first boss, and they also used Succubus third skill before they entered the boss, so it's terrible. If it's a bit better, which sometimes happens but not always, because the second stage is really random, I'm doing a lot more damage at the first stage right away. But what I need to do is everybody needs to die, and when everybody's dead, then the fun is gonna start. So now we only need, yeah, there we go. Armor break is on. Now I just have to wait for the reset. And there we go. She hits, buff, big damage, and now we have to wait for a second one, which won't take too long because she's relatively fast and has on violent. There we go, and it's over. Definitely we have better things to do, but 51 seconds was the best what I was. And this is what I've been using for farming. Oh, 6-star. Not the best though. So that was good. And for any other of these dungeons, I just threw some units in basically. to get it to work as fast as possible. So let's go into favorite Dreamland. Obviously I clear that every week, basically on the first day. There will even be faster now because I have a shaman that's gonna help me clear that even faster. Spire, we're currently at 417. Because I have the shaman now, this is gonna be a lot easier to do the last few stages where I can actually use him. Also Yuki will help quite a bit if I build her for this. So happy about that as well, although I didn't need that many stages anymore, so but they're tough stages. Let's go into Lair, mostly farming evil Lair. This was my team and I use him on the passive. Then we have a level 10 druid. You may ask why, because he has certain speed and he's only there for Torn Guardian. I have been owning an Elven Queen for the ages now. Well, not for ages, but for quite some time. So I could definitely make a different team. But what I want to try now is when Bone King is finished off and I got him the way I want him, to see if I can go for a one-shot kill on a boss. I don't think I get there, but I could get close. We'll see. We'll do one match to show you guys how the team works now. And the reason why I didn't change into the team with Elven Queen is basically because now Dialord instantly does defense break on the boss, and I do just enough damage that he won't jump right away, and then Athena goes and he jumps, and that really brings a ton of damage. So there we go, defense break, all my units going to hit, and then the last, he won't jump yet, buff, Athena goes, bam, and depending on how good it goes, sometimes I get him to half health, sometimes I don't, but right now, sometimes I even kill him right away, because the passive procs, and everybody's gonna counter, and now they didn't really proc, but you can see he's relatively close of dying, and sometimes he just dies after the first jump, and I will be able to redo my team, make it even better with Bone King. So really excited for that. For lawful, I'm basically using a similar team, but there I don't use the druid and I just use the golem. I actually use counter on this, and this is what I've been using. I could improve this team, but I haven't been farming lawful. So because I haven't been farming this chimera, I didn't really have the intention to make it better. But it works just fine. It's not super fast, it's not super slow. But because I wasn't farming it, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time making a faster team than I have right now, because it's pretty good. It's not bad. Now the first jump, and from here out you can guess what's gonna happen. As soon as he drops below 50%, it's really, you do a lot of damage. And there we go. He's not there yet because he heals a lot. It's a bit annoying because every time he gets it to jump, he heals back up, so you have to hit better, more. So it takes quite a few jumps. So this is one of my slowest Lair runs, but I haven't been farming it much, so I was not focused on it. And now it will be 2 more jumps, I think. So it could definitely be improved, and I know I'm gonna improve it as well, because I'm gonna go for a team that will actually get this boss down way quicker. Not sure if I'm gonna use Yuki into Lair. Maybe I will eventually, but if I want to use him in Lair, I don't know yet how to build him, because her base attack isn't that great, so not sure if I can make him super good here. And there we go. It took me quite a bit of time, as you saw, so it's definitely not the fastest or quickest run. And then the chaotic Lair, I actually have a different setup. We only have 4 Holy Swordsmen. We actually use Eve, because Eve has this passive, which is amazing, and this guy is on counter. She is obviously on immunity, and this is actually, oh, we don't have to do 5, but okay. This is actually pretty fast. I think I can improve it even more now with the Bone King. And it will work for this setup as well, because for the evil Lair I cannot just put in Bone King because I will do too much damage. I have to figure out a new kind of setup and speed and all that. But for chaotic, this works like a charm. So we buff and we put immunity up, everything gets extended, and now it's just another buff, so we get every buff. Actually, as you can see, I miss a bit of damage because he didn't jump right away. But if I'm correct, maybe only Eve will die and the Dialord, but that's about it. And that's not really an issue. I do think one of the Holy Swordsmen will die now, but it's never everyone, that's the thing. So one Holy Swordsman died, which is not a big deal because I did still do enough damage. As you can see, that's actually a quick run. I think I can make this even better, obviously, but I'm happy with it. So I did get into my last growth plan, and I did get a bunch of my Calionite now, so that's really happy. We will not, we'll take our sweet time to get this, because this is a evil, lawful or chaotic picker, and right now there's no unit I really need. I do like to have a what is it, genie eventually, but that's really the last unit I need, so I don't really have any hurries for him. But yeah, maybe we summon him sooner or later. So yeah, basically my progression video right now and is not, I can't really show you my exact progression because I'm working on so much right now that I got today, and actually like tomorrow all my stuff will be different teams, different times and all that. So yeah, on the arena side, as I said before, I actually need to work on a better offense for normal arena. The Apex is fine. On the Apex team, let's see, on the Apex team, I want to replace this team. This team below is pretty much my worst team because it cannot go up against every kind of team at all. Because if there's immunity against it, it's kind of tricky. It can win, but not really. It's a good team, but it's definitely, there's improvement to be made for sure. Okay, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just to give you a quick overview on my my progression. So many things have changed today, so yeah, I'm gonna grind away, get into Blackpool Hills and make my new Leapwood units up and running so I can enjoy them in World Boss and everywhere, because I want them ready, and I'm excited. I want to show you guys in the next few videos. What I want to show you is the Yuki. I have to kind of invest a bit more, like investigations. What do I want? Where do I want to use him? I want to show you guys my Yuki when he's finally finished. I want to show you Master Teo because he's actually really strong. I want to show you my Lair teams where Bone King is really implemented, and maybe Yuki. And World Boss, I'm happy that I can get these units because now my World Boss will get another attack at least, and that's cool. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.